Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a tack haul video, and this is just tack that I've got over the past 3 or 4 months. Yeah, I buy little bits of tack, like, often, so it takes me a long time to build up enough to do an actual video on it. So what I've most recently bought is gloves. Now these are Harry Hall gloves. Harry Hall. Oops. Harry Hall gloves. They're white show gloves, but the reason I bought them is on Amazon they were 75p each. And yeah, gloves are usually quite expensive to me, like £3.95 I think I paid for my last white gloves. I think that's quite a lot of money. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that's quite a lot of money for gloves because I'm always losing them. So when I saw them at 75p each, I got two. Next thing I have is socks. Yeah, in Scotland it's freezing, so what I do is I buy really thick socks, and these are TOG rating, they're that warm. But they're brushed on the inside, which means it makes them extra warm. Usually I buy all my stuff in red, not in red, in blue, but I don't know why I got this one in red. But anyway, that's that. And another thing I got recently is, these are usually for people who have problems with their feet, but I use them as ankle supports because I have this terrible habit when I'm riding. I go round and round and round and canter, but my feet always slip out of the proper position they should be. You know, instead of being like that, they go like that. So I end up pointing my toes. So what these do is they're kind of shaped in a way that I can't put my foot fully back forward. So I kind of have to keep them like that. And it's really useful because it means that it kind of almost teaches me a bit more that I need to kind of keep my feet in that position. And I've been using these for the past months now, and I actually don't need them anymore, and they're working quite well. So yeah, and I don't know why I got these in red either. I think that was the only colour they had. Another thing I bought was leg bandages. Now these are USG. Amazon went through a period where USG stuff was all like half price, and I saw all the USG stuff and I was like, oh my god, half price, need to get it. And for the set of 4 and they're 3 meters, the set of 4 and they're 3 meters, it was, I think it was £4.59. So I think that's quite good. And they've got these little horses on them, and I thought they looked cool. And I don't know why I got them in brown, but I think it was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I thought these were the only ones that were on sale, so I got them. Another thing that I got was, my mum and dad bought me these. These are Toggy riding tops. I got one that's just a plain polo shirt, and it says Toggy on the back. Yep. I think my mum and dad paid quite a lot of money for these. I think the plain polo was, I think it's about £20, which I think is a lot of money, but anyway. And then they also got me this, the Toggy long sleeve top. And then the back it says Toggy, but it's in a different kind of style. And the front that says Great Britain. I think this one was, I think it was £25, I'm not sure. Another thing I got is, I was volunteering in a charity shop for a while, and in there they got some riding stuff, and in that bunch of riding stuff was a hat silk. This is just like a plain velvet one, you know, like that. But yep, I didn't have one, so I thought I'll buy that. I think that was like £1 or something, it was quite cheap. I bought myself this, and it's a Lee Cooper body warmer, and it's really warm. So yeah, that's that one. And that was £30 off of Amazon, I think, too. I buy a lot of stuff off of Amazon. I got these off of eBay, but I'm quite disappointed with them. They're chaps. Now, if you go onto eBay and you see Loves and Chaps, don't buy them. Because Loves and Chaps, I don't know if you can see this, but they're not actual suede chaps. They're painted. which means that when I was kicking, I only used these once, and if you can see it, look at all of that. It's just all rubbing away. So yeah, if you see them on eBay, don't buy them, because they were ridiculously cheap. They were £6.99, but they only lasted one ride, and to be honest, £6.99 for one ride, plus I'm paying £20 for a lesson. It's a lot of money. Another thing I got was a Western saddle pad. I thought it was just something kind of weird. It was only £6 as well, so I thought it looked quite strange. To me, it does. I mean, to anyone in America, this probably looks quite normal, but to me, a Western saddle pad is quite a strange thing to see. You don't see many of them over here. So that was off of Amazon. It was £6 with like 99p delivery. And another thing I got from USG is a bridle. I got 3 bridles altogether. This is the first bridle. And this is the Primus bridle, I think. Yeah, it's the Primus bridle. And it has a flash, and I think it's Continental reins. I don't know the names for everything, so forgive me if I get it wrong. But yeah, it's Continental reins. It's quite nice. That was £10 when it was on sale, so it would have been £20 originally. And I just thought it looked like a pretty cool bridle. The only complaint I do have with it is that on this side, I can't remember which side it was. I think it must be this side. I had to make a hole in the reins. I had to make a hole in it because it didn't come with a hole already in it. So that's the only complaint. And the brow band looks a bit cheap, but I could just always replace that. But Mr. £10, what are you asking for? Another thing I got was I got a second head collar, because the head collar that I actually use all the time, that's a Velcro head collar, and when I brought it down to the yard, everyone kind of looked at me sideways, and I'm like, whoa, that's a bit cheap. So I went on Amazon. Surprisingly, this one was even cheaper than that one, but this has all the proper fittings on it instead of Velcro. But oh well, the other one's still good, so I'm gonna keep using that. This one's very clean, so I'm gonna kind of keep it for best for a bit, and then eventually when I do become fed up with the Velcro, then I can always use that one. Next one that I got, bridal wise, is a black one, and this is by Windsor Equestrian, and this is a very good bridle. And I mean, it was only £16, and the leather, it's such good quality for £16. I mean, you can't really complain. And I've used this once, but it's really good. The brow band I bought separately. I'm gonna get new reins for it as well, because I'm liking the Avarian bridles, you know, the ones that are all leather or stuff like that. But I saw this on Amazon. This is by Cottagecraft, and it was £6.66, and it's a plaited leather bridle. And then they have plaited leather reins, but it's not by Cottagecraft. It's by a different make, but they have plaited leather reins, so I'm going to replace these reins with plaited leather ones, and this will be my kind of Bavarian-ish bridle. And I'll show you the brow band that I originally got with this, which was this one. And it says on it, Windsor Equestrian. And I got given this. This is just a plain brow band, but I thought you get given something, it's always good. It's a bit wear and tearish, but I thought it'll do. It's quite a nice little thing. Quite charming. Another thing I got, this was, I think I bought this in an actual shop. I didn't get this off of Amazon, and I'm really happy that I found one, because I've always wanted one. And this is a bridle, and it's baby blue. And in case you guys don't know, baby blue is my favourite colour. I absolutely love baby blue. So I thought, when I found this, I about died. I was sitting in the shop, and I was like, no, I don't have money in the bag right now, what am I going to do? But the lady in the shop was very nice, and she said, I can put this aside for you, and you can come and buy it tomorrow if you'd like. So tomorrow's payday, luckily. So I went, yep, sure, I'll go for that. And I got it, and it was £26, I think. Which, you know, isn't much for a bridle. I know people that pay like hundreds of pounds for bridles, but this is the most expensive bridle I own. I mean, come on, I've got 3 right now, and one was a tenner, the other one was 16 quid, so £26 is like, whoa, that's both of my bridles put together. But look at it, it's beautiful. And this is in cob. All my bridles are in cob. I don't know why, I'm a bit of a cob freak. Everything that I buy for a horse's head, I buy it in cob because it's just like a medium size to me. To me, like a lot of horses will more fit that, because the first head collar I got was in, I think it was in pony, and it didn't even fit on the pony that I was using it for, so I was very disappointed with that. But yep, that's all three of my bridles and all my stuff that I've bought over the past couple of months. There's a bit more, I'll probably put that on a bit later, but yep, that's almost it.